Hey, everybody. Super excited. I decided I am going to be doing a series of videos on true paranormal experiences, not only that I've had, but also I've been hearing from a lot of friends, family, and my readers of my books have been writing to me. So I guess it's a pretty popular subject, the paranormal. And so I thought I would over the next few weeks, share with you some real experiences, real paranormal experiences, and nothing that's been inflated. I don't really care a lot for the shows that are out there only because they're sensationalizing a lot of it. But we have all, well, a lot of us have experienced, and I'm hearing from more and more people who are just afraid to say something, how different experiences affect us because we can't explain them. Now, I'll link the video I did of an encounter I had years ago walking my dog, and you can watch it there. But this is kind of a no nonsense channel. My name is Dita. If this is the first time you're here, welcome. And if you're returning, I'm so glad to have you all back. I'm an award winning author and artist and songwriter. And I do write crime thrillers. I write a lot of paranormal stories, and a lot of them have been based on experiences that I have had or that I have heard directly from people I know. And it got me to thinking, I think more people have had these encounters than speak up because people are afraid. They think they're going to think I'm crazy. You try to explain it. I know I've tried to explain encounters I've had. And I think we need to talk about them and understand that there are just some things that go on in our world that we just don't understand and we may never understand, and that's okay. But I like at least discussing it. So, many of you know I came from a background in law enforcement. And the reason I bring that up is because I, everything I think about logically and I try to base things on fact and things I don't understand, I try to find reasons and investigate and figure out what exactly either I saw, heard, or experienced. And usually there is some explanation, but sometimes there's not. And I think it's important for us to understand that we may never ever have all those answers. So today, like I said, is going to be the first video in a series of stories, true stories that I'm bringing to you. Years ago, I was probably 8 or 9 years old, and my family had gone to visit my grandparents. Now, my grandparents lived in an old Victorian home. It was probably already close to about 100 years old. My grandfather had actually purchased the house, which was on one side of the railroad tracks, and had it moved to a lot in the town that they lived. I don't know any history on this house whatsoever, but I know visiting as a kid, parts of it seem very elegant. The old Victorian homes, I just think they're beautiful. But between the ages of 8 and 10, I had 2 incidents down there, separate times, where I had gone to bed and I had put my shoes at the base of the bed on the floor, went to bed. Next day, one shoe was gone. And I looked all over. I remember putting them at the end of the bed, and I looked under the bed, and then I went downstairs and looked all over for it down there, and then I had to tell my mom, and she was not happy with me because she thought I left it outside, and I know for a fact that I did not. I had both shoes on when I went to bed, and I took them off, put them on the floor, and we never found that shoe. And I think she was upset because we had to go buy new shoes. Then it happened again, probably another year. It was about a year later. Same room, I will say that. It was the same bedroom, which I did have some experiences there as a child, seeing some type of shadow figure that I think I mentioned being scared. My parents just kind of blew it off. But it was the same thing, and only one shoe. One shoe was left, one shoe was gone. I don't remember right or left. and we never found it. And even after my parents passed away and we sold the house, cleaning out the house, we never found it. And I never mentioned it to anybody because it just seemed so strange, and people would look at you like you're crazy. Until about a year ago, a friend of mine was telling me she was real upset one day, and I said, "What's going on?" She was late getting to work, and she goes, "You know those brand new shoes I bought? This morning, I only found one, and I know they were in my room because I took them off in there." So, of course, I go through the whole rational questioning. Did the dog get it? Did one of the kids get it? And she said they searched the house and they never did find it. And to this day, they have never found it. So I had to relate my story to her because this was so interesting. It was the first time I had heard this from somebody else. And then she proceeded to tell me, after I asked about the history of the house, that she did think that the people they bought it from, one of them had passed away in the house, and that she had had over the years a few other things missing that she was never able to find. It was not a regular occurrence. Anyway, so I am asking you all if you had any experiences like this to put them in the comments below. I would love to hear it. I really think that this stuff goes on more than we think. And we're just so afraid to bring it up and talk about it. If you guys have any interesting stories, I would love to hear about them. Drop them in the comments. If it's something you'd like to see me cover in one of my videos, I will absolutely look at that as I come up with this series on the paranormal. If you all enjoy this channel, please don't forget to like, hit subscribe, share the video with anybody you know that would enjoy it. I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you. Thank you for your support as we grow this channel, and have a wonderful day. I'll catch you in the next video.